Okay guys, so let's make the head of the Incredible Hulk. This is a little test I made. As you can see, this one is nice. I also made this one. This is pretty ugly. And let's see this one, but it's really bad. In fact, what I wanted to do was to make something more like this one. So if we check, this one should be the best. So we'll try to go on this part. So let's hide all of this. As you can see here, since the object was removed, the mirror of this object is removed. So let's go on our Hulk, select the base, and here what I have to do is to select the mirror object. I will pick it, and now I will have my result. If I check, my scene is there, and my object is totally not at the center. So let's fix this. Should be better. And let's fix all of this. In fact, I made some mistake. Yes. If you select, for example, this, you will select all the objects that will be at the center. So I just have to select normally all of this, up, like that, and I will be able to fix my object. So let's make it a little bit like that. Okay. What we can do also is, or maybe we will do it later, to place it directly, correctly at the center. This is not right now the important part. And as you can see, I will select this one. I made some change on the feet, and this is what I have. It's not perfect. This one is too strong. I have some fix to make, and to help me, where is it? My foot. Up. Did I rename it? No, I think I haven't renamed. Let's make a foot. Yes, here. I found this one a long time ago, in fact. And this is a sculpt. And for beginners, in my opinion, finding scans like that can help you a lot to understand characters. That's why previously I showed you the website with all the scans. If you want to learn, you can buy some scans, and you can find some that are free, and obviously on internet you can find other that are free. So as you can see, this is not exactly what we need for our character, but we can understand the different parts of the foot here, the bones, the veins, how it's placed, etc., etc. So it can help you a lot to make something better, even if it's not perfect. But if we check, if I have this part to fix, I have this part also, but if you check, this is better. This part also to clean. It's just a beginning. Obviously, what we will do with this, that will be to make a rotopology. So first we will combine everything. We will make a sculpt like that to make something correct, and after that making a rotopology to finish the model. But right now what you can do is to find some scans and to understand how it's made, to try to do the same and to learn. And in my opinion, this is the best solution for beginners. So let's remove this. Let's hide this one. Also, if you want some helps, it's not what I wanted to do, you can add some assets to your library. So let's see in SpeedSculpt. Youpla. I need to select something. You have the asset library, and you can create your own. You can use it with the asset management. And for example, in the asset management, I have some for the sculpt. Let's see, I will put this one up. And this one is one I'm working on for for SpeedSculpt to add some parts. As you can see, I added a torso, this one, another nose, and some skeleton parts. So what you can do is to import from the asset in your scene, or you can add them directly to your scripts. If you don't have the asset management, you can add them directly by hand to your SpeedSculpt library. And for that, we will go in the preferences. I will press sculpt like that. And you have here asset library settings. So you can add a new category. That means you will click add a new category, and you will click here and create a directory on your computer. Use the same file, the same setting as the asset management. Or right now what I will do is to add one asset management library, but I will show you after. So I am in my asset management library. So you need a parent directory. After you can create some libraries. I will go in the asset and I will select the Sculpt and SpeedSculpt asset. And inside you have to create files and icons. And just like that, you add inside the blend and with the same name the icons. So I will make a video to show you how to do this, but right now I will just accept this one. And normally I should now have my library I created with the asset management directly in SpeedSculpt. And like that I will have my the part I created like that. So as you can see, it can be interesting. I will place my cursor here. Cursor to selected, and I will import this skeleton head. I will choose the cursor. Okay. I will not make any parent. I will click on import asset, and that's it. I created this. So what you can do is to click here. It's funny. This is the solo tool to be able to see everything transparent. And if I just select this one, I will be able. Let's go inside view. Maybe I will hide those ones. Yep. Okay, let's come back. You can create the base of your model. Let's see like that. Let's go in front view. And you can edit it, you can scale it, or you can use the lattice. So add a lattice on this one. I will select those two. I need to make a median point, and as you can see I will be able to do this. But I want this object inside the lattice too, so what I will do is to select this one, and connect to lattice, just like that. And this one is interesting because you can scale it. Let's see like that. You can add some lattice point here, and after, when you come back on the lattice in edit mode, let's go in front view, you will be able to scale only the part you want, and that will be really useful. So let's make those ones too, like that. Let's come here, maybe move this one here, maybe I can add not here, but on this one, like that. Maybe I can add this point. So the lattice is really useful for that. Up. Just transform it a little. Let's make it more like that. So let's see. Okay, so maybe this part is too, it's not natural now. What I can do, let's increase this one. Let's add one here, and one here. So maybe another one. No, it wasn't here. It was here. So no, I want one more. Okay, so let's take those two and let's scale them a little. Etc. This is just to help us, that will not be up. Even if it's not perfect, this is just a helper. Maybe increase it here too. Let's select this one. Up. Okay, seems better. After, obviously, I can edit it as I want. So, once the lattice is okay, and you can see you have the lattice here. I don't have my button to apply it, so let's just select this one, and I will press apply lattice, and I will be able to remove this one. I think there is an issue. I need to be able to apply the lattice. And as you can see, I need to make it on this one too. So I will fix this this part. So apply the lattice, and now I can remove the lattice. Okay. Well, obviously you can come on the sculpt and edit it a little. Since this is our friend Hulk, it's not the good one. So let's I forgot to apply, to activate this symmetry. And you can just edit it. This is just a helper for us, but it can be interesting to use. As you can see, the hairs are not well placed. Normally, I think. Let's see. You have this. No, it seems to be correct. I'm not sure exactly. I need to check some references. Okay, so that should be, this point should be here, so they should be more like that. But if we want to keep it accurate, just like that should be correct. Let's make a little rotation. And on this one, you press Shift, and that will add it to the visible part. If you press Ctrl and click, that will remove it. So just like that, this is pretty useful. RR to make a little rotation. Obviously, this part is not correct, and we will see later. Maybe we can edit this a little. Like that. So like I said, this is just a helper. We can edit it later if necessary. So, okay. We will take this one, Ctrl Shift and click to remove everything, and you can press Shift and click, if I don't say anything bad, to just have your reference object transparent. So you have the button here if you keep your mouse on the button. So this tool is really useful. So that's it. We made the base of our model. Should be correct, and we will be able to play with it. Maybe going in my SDRF head part to help me to see this object as reference. You can activate the wireframe here, or you can, let's come back here, activate the wireframe here. And for this character, we will use not the remesh, we will use DynTopo, because DynTopo is made to sculpt your object and to add details. That's the point of this tool. Remesh, like I said previously, is to make this kind of combined object. This is perfect for that, to make the base, etc. But when you want to make, for example, a head, add all details, etc., you will use DynTopo, just like that. So, I will first save my scene, file, save as, and I will choose this one, and plus, and save. So, once it's saved, we will be able to draw on your object. On DynTopo, this is the invert of the remesh. Remesh, if you decrease, that will increase the number of points, and that will decrease that will make smaller point. In fact, DynTopo, if you go to one that will make big faces, and if you make 10, that will make you small faces. So let's enter 10 just to check, just like that. I have to wait a little. I selected the good one, and maybe 10 is too big because my object is on the size of the scene, my object is big. It's not 2 centimeter point. So maybe 10 was way too much. When you have this, you have to wait a little, because it's not an issue of the add-on. This is Blender that will calculate the mesh, and that will add a lot of, as you can see, this is way too strong. I will press Ctrl Z to undo, like that, and let's see, let's enter 3, and validate, and I should have something better. Maybe 3 is too, I will put 2. In fact, 2 was correct. And if I put 0.05, just to show you, this is, like I said, this is the opposite of the remesh, that will give you something like that. So let's enter 2, that should be correct. And that's it. So, now you can go in sculpt mode, you will use the grab tool, and just to help you, you can start trying to place and edit your object. And yes, you have to know something about the grab tool. The grab tool will just grab, and if you use the snake tool, snake hook, in fact, that will grab, and that will increase, as you can see, that will add points. So let's go inside view, let's make the nose, come here, yep. So depending of what you will use, if you want just to edit your object, to deform it a little, use the grab tool. If you want to how to say that? Ooh, where to be? I made a big nose. Maybe this one is too strong. It's always at 1, but I think 1 is not the proper value we should use for this kind of tool. Personally, I dislike to use 1. Okay, so let's add some part. And as you can see, hoopla, you can use the normal tool. You can make some, up, like that. It seems to be really ugly to use it like that. And if we check, just Ctrl Shift, just remove this, and as you can see, this is ugly. And obviously also with the I will increase this move. Up, just like that, increase it. With the how to say that, the topo. If your computer have some difficulties, so as you can see here, with just that my computer have some difficulties, I will use 1.5 and I will do this. Yep. Just maybe 1. Increase the size of the faces, and no, maybe 1, it's not correct. 1.25. Yes, seems better. So, depending of your computer, it's better, let's use the snake hook, it's better to decrease, etc. So, let's make this like that. There is this is not what I want, in fact, in this snake hook. No, there is no option. Deformation, reduce fall off, elasticity. Yes, I will use this one, maybe. No, it's it's the same. In fact, this is a new settings yes, it was that. New settings I most of the time don't use, I use the basic settings. But just like that, let's edit, maybe too big. Up. Try everything. And as you can see, my computer have big difficulties. Up. Just make the base of your model like that. Move, grab, check on every part. For now, we will. Yes, there is still the deformation elastic. I don't want it to, yes, this is the snake hook. So yes, I don't want it to twist. So I will just use the grab tool in this case. I will have better result. Okay, so, like I wanted to say was, just make the base of your model like that. This is not complicated. Everyone can do it. Maybe come back on this one. Yep. You can, like I said, activate on this selection. I think it should work with this, with Shift, this one. And after you will be able to... Yes, the grab tool is much better in my opinion than the... we need some lips here. The snake hook, because I don't have this twist part, but maybe this is an option I haven't seen anywhere. But previously this one did not do that. Elastic, reduce fall off. Maybe there is an option to. Maybe this is rack. I'm not sure. Let's see. It seems to be that. Let's see. Rack 1. Yes, this is that. So, perfect. Let's remove this one. And like that, when you will edit your model, you will have better result. But obviously, also the elastic tool, the snake hook, will edit the surface. So if your computer have some difficulties, you will have some elasticity. So let's remake this one. Let's remove the magnify. Let's see. In fact, I want it to be the same as the grab tool. And the snake hook is one I use not all the time. This is useful, but most of the time what I'm using is the grab tool. In fact, when you will, in this part, right now, the snake hook is interesting because you deform your object and you want it to be updated. But when you will add more details on your object, the snake hook will take the intopo value into account, so you will be able, you will sometimes break every work you did, and this is not exactly what you wanted. So let's remove this, and this is what we have. So let's play a little, like that. And you can use the I will just edit. Let's hide this one. Okay. You can, like I said, use the crease if you want to help you, like that. I really like to use the crease tool because that will allow me, as you can see, just like that. Control to make this. Smooth a little. The clay brush. So like we said on the clay brush, we will remove the auto smooth. Like that. The crease tool. Yes, and maybe my object isn't perfect. So also be careful about this. You don't want to, if you use a reference like this skull, you don't want it to be too close to the skull. That's why we edited the skull previously. We don't want it to be not what we want to do. I don't know if you understand what I want to say, but we want it to it is smiling. We want to make the Incredible Hulk, not the head sculpt, head skull hair. So yes, I need to increase this part. Maybe as you can see here, we have a certain distance here. So let's move the nose, and my nose is really ugly. So let's make it larger, like that. Up, smooth it a little. Okay, Shift C. For now, we will just make this like that. Let's grab and move a little the mouth. Right now, we are trying to. Maybe I will do something. Let's select those parts like that. So let's check if everything is selected. Yes, like that, and come here. And obviously, yes, we will not see our reference here. Maybe select the camera. Where it? Yes, like that. I forgot Control Z. And my camera with Control. Let's try. Yes, that works. Nice. Okay, so this one should be more like that. So up. Let's increase this. I need to point that this is better. So this is the Incredible Hulk. So let's add some parts that are big. And as you can see, I just used the grab tool, because with the grab tool, this is easier to create your model, to edit it. And as you can see, the head should be more like that. Up. This is a big guy. He has a big up. And as you can see, this is easier to make your model like that, in my opinion. Shift C. Up. Ah yes, one thing I forgot in Dyntopo, choose constant detail, because if you don't choose constant detail, I should have done this, said this previously, and you update, that will not work. So my bad, because it was already activated. And because of that, maybe you will have an issue. So I will add a text on this one to help you. So let's this is pretty ugly. Up. Grab. So, with the constant detail, for example, I will enter 2, and if I come with Shift C, just to show you, if I come here and I draw, I will edit my model, I will add more details to it, just like that. And yes, I will add a text to tell you, because if you don't know, that will not work. So Shift C, let's make something like that. You can remove the this one if you want. That really depends on what you want to do. So right now, as you can see, I'm just adding details like that. It's not perfect, and see. Maybe 2 is too big, but it's not really an issue. So let's make the details like that. So let's use the grab tool. Let's try just like that to make, and yes, the eye is way too. This is Hulk. As you can see, we have this part up. Right now, this is pretty ugly. Up. But even if it's ugly, this is not really an issue. Try to work on your model. Up. I will use the X tool, the draw tool, to make some hole. Keep a thickness for this part, always. People always make a small part on this one. This part is pretty thick, in fact. Up. Not too strong, but not too not enough. Hopla. You can use the crease if you want, just to help you right now to make this up like that. And even if it's not perfect right now, this is not an issue, because this is far from finished. Up. Try to make the form of an eye. Up. And right now this is pretty ugly. It's always ugly at first, so don't discourage you. It's most of the time pretty bad since several hours of work. You can see some people making really fast sculpting, etc., etc. But most of the time, those sculpting were made, were not the first one. You will never make something perfect at the first time. You always need to have some part, some time to make your model. And as you can see, the eye maybe is too big. So, up. And the nose is pretty bad. Let's edit this one. Let's use this. Let's add some holes. That will help us. So this is the nice part about the Dyntopo. Since it's editable on the fly, you can add your details. Shift C. So, C, F, oula, it wasn't this one, C, I said. Let's add some part. This is pretty ugly. So, the grab tool is your friend. Always, always, always. Smooth, grab, edit, and that will help you a lot. Don't hesitate to smooth. Shift C. This is pretty ugly. So let's use the grab tool for Maybe we can hide the shift to click, that will hide the skeleton and the children of it. So for now, I admit this is pretty bad. But as we saw previously on the other part of the videos, even if the base is bad, with time and work you can increase it, improve it always. So it's not really too late. Anything is finished, you can always edit your model as you want, to be sure you will have what you want. Okay, Shift C, make it a little bit small, like that. Up. So, one thing we can do is maybe add the eyeball. Could help us, obviously. Up. I will just prepare it a little. Okay, so two like that, it should be more like that. So we can make this and edit this part. See, smooth. The grab tool is your friend. And the clay tool too, because the clay tool is really useful in this kind of part. And the smooth tool too. Shift C, Control, and smooth. And obviously, up. Let's make something more like that. So, the grab tool, the clay tool, let's make just try to make it work a little. Shift C to draw some parts. You can, let's see, make this like that. And after, this one is too strong. Let's decrease it. And maybe use Yes, I wanted to place, let's see, the I will use the parent, I will use the mirror as a reference, and let's see, I will use the remesh on this one. I will disable this one because I don't want to, and I will use the cursor. Just like that. I wanted just to make this. Okay. And as you can see, it has a really small eyes. So let's decrease the size of the eyes and let's try to fix all of this. Let's maybe just move it more like that. Up. Try to make it work. Maybe it's again a little bit strong. Shift C, I want just to make something up. Keep thickness on this part always. You can use the crease with control to add thickness. So let's increase the value. Just like that. It's not really an issue if it's not perfect. Okay, so let's edit some part. I add a smooth. I want Shift C, the crystal is your best friend, in my opinion. And the crystal too. Maybe after we will be able to add some this part is not good. Yes, come back on the topo. Yes, it's activated. What I wanted to say is maybe after we'll be able to add more details, but right now this is not the important part. This is enough. The goal is to to see if the blocking is okay. And like I said, it will take time. It's never perfect. It's never perfect for the first time. In fact, when we will have finished this first video part, I'm pretty sure it will not be perfect. Shift C. I want just to draw this and smooth it a little. And grab, let's see, and make it more. Maybe the fall off, no, it's okay. So, yes, it's not perfect. Let's flatten this part. Brr. Not so bad for now, in fact. Far from perfect, but not too bad. Let's decrease a little the eye again. I still think the bottom part is not good. So the grab tool helps me a lot. And just to show you, with dinttopo, if you have a part that has too much detail, you can decrease the value, let's see this one, and use a brush, and that will decrease this part. So like that you will be able to edit it pretty easily, as you can see. This is the interesting part about dinttopo. To make this kind of object, of character, this is better. So let's come back to 2. Up, G. Let's hide this one. Maybe if we add the R could help a lot, but not so bad for InFactor right now. Shift C. Up. Let's add. Let's make it. The crease tool. So before adding more details, I will try to have perfect forms, better forms. Shift C. Like I said several times, the goal is to see the details, but not to see them too much. If you see them too much, this is not correct. and we don't have enough details, details to do what we want. So just for now, try to make everything work with what we have, and we will deal with more details later. And this part will be more detailed, a lot in fact. Okay, maybe, let's exit this, could help us. It's already too much detail, but it's interesting. So let's play a little with this guy. Let's try to make it less nice, more a bad guy. Don't forget the thickness of the... I think in English this is the ellipse. Eilish? No, Eilish, this is... sorry, my English is really bad. So for now, like I said several times, just try to find the basic part of your model. And this part is maybe too small. I will use the clay brush. Shift C for this part here. No, way too strong. So let's use the clay brush. And small. So, test every part of your model, test different... In fact, you can test different versions also. Like I said, on each video I showed you different tests I made over this tutorial. And it's always nice to test different parts, because it will greatly help you to improve your model, to improve your skills. and give some time between each iteration, because you don't want to make one shot and say, okay, this is, ooh, I made it a butt head, a butt face on this part. So like I said, take your time, make a different iteration, make different tests. It's not a race, this is time. I remember sometimes I made I don't know how many months on just one model, one character. Sometimes on some character I worked years to have what I wanted, and this is a normal process to take time. Everything takes time. Nothing is perfect from the first part, from the beginning. It's totally impossible. As you can see, it's not exactly the same, but it's a Hulk face, far from perfect. We need to add more details, I mean to add a little iteration on our model, but right now this is not really the important part. Yep. Right now we want it to be like a Hulk. Yes. I want it to be bad. I'm a bad guy. Not so bad. Not so bad. The first part was pretty bad, and now this is much better. Shift C. And in fact it seems to be like more like Thanos. Funny. It's more Thanos than no, not you, than Hulk. But it's my interpretation of Hulk, so I will not make exactly the Hulk we saw on the video. So maybe try to make the head, and let's first clean some parts that are not correct. Voilà. G. This part is way too... I obviously have a lot of work to do on it to make it work. Let's another thing, be careful about the focal length. The base is at 15, so it's really deformed. I like between this 75 and 85. It's more, well, this part is bad. It's more natural. Natural. Not exactly. It's less deformed. Maybe we can try something on this part. Yes. Shift C. Yes, this is better like that. Up. And maybe the head, the total head is too big. I will add the top. So let's select this. Let's use the mask tool. Normally, since I don't have the name here, let's use the mask tool. And let's come back on this one. Yes, perfect. Let's take this part. Okay, so in SpeedSculpt, first I will save my scene, in fact. File, save as, 8, increase, like that. So, in SpeedSculpt, not EasyRef, in SpeedSculpt you have the mask operation. You can extract, cut, duplicate, flatten, hook, etc. And you can edit, let's see, if you don't want to apply everything, you can add a solidify, not apply a solidify and not go into the sculpt. Just click on extract mask and you will have this. Okay, so you have the thickness here, you will be able to edit it. This is, and play with the offset. So as you can see, if we just come here, this is what we have. Okay, so the thickness, the offset, and yes, we will keep it. Let's see, we'll keep it like that. And you can also make only rim like that. You will just have this part. It's up to you, but if, let's see, you use the remesh, you will want to close it. So let's not use the only rim. And just now, let's I will use the remesh first. So just to show you the results, let's update. And on the remesh, the settings was not one. I think it was 2. Let's see 1. Up. And validate. I don't recall the setting. And hopla. Like that. Yes, perfect. Maybe a little. Let's see 1.5. No, it was the opposite, in fact. 0.75. Since those two are reverted, this is pretty complicated. So let's smooth. Can I? No, I mean the wrong. If you are on the mask tool, you cannot smooth the object. So you have to come. Let's see on this one, and after you will be able to smooth it. So let's come here. So, how can we cheat a little? No, I will just edit it like that. So let's move all of this. Shift C. Let's try something. This is so ugly. Grab tool. Smooth. You can update. That will make something better. When we start something, this is always pretty ugly. This is so bad. It's more like Street Fighter 2 character. This is absolutely not good. Well, just a test. Obviously, you will make a lot of tests on your character to make it work. And same for me. And it could be better to use real hair. In fact, it could be simpler to see the result with real hair. So I wonder if I should not show you how to make real hair. Because right now this is this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. So let's draw on it. Let's come on Dyntopo. Let's update it in Dyntopo. Let's see the result. Yes. Let's remove the symmetry and use the Shift C. Up. Let's remove this and with the crease up. This is just this is a little test. I think I will make real hair. Should be better, in fact. And with this snake tool, you can take some part up. Let's see like that. And let's use the fall-off, the sharp fall-off. This is so bad. Seriously, I really don't want to continue this. This is so bad. The snack tool has some difficulties. No, this is so ugly. Let's see the previous the previous air I made. How can I see them? Let's, and this is where I see my this head is way too big compared to the size of our model. I think I will parent those ones to this, Control P, keep, and let's select this one, and let's make, yes, let's scale it a little. The previous test was so bad. After, that really depends on what you want in terms of tutorial. You want something that is perfect from the start, or you want something that is like this, some test, some fun. You can see everybody, in fact, can make something pretty bad. At first, it's never perfect. It's fine. In my opinion, in any work you cannot make one shot perfect directly as you want. And if you see someone making this, most of the time those person made some tests, and those tests was made several tests in fact, and and it was never perfect from the beginning. So this test was so bad. In my opinion, the best will be to make some real air that will be funnier and with better results. And in fact, it's not as complicated as that. So tell me in the commentaire if you want if you want real hair. That was so bad. Sometimes you see how bad you are at making some stuff at first. In fact, I need to make something like that, up and like that. So let's see this one. Yes, I'm in topo. I will update it, up, and that's it. So Shift C. Let's remove this one. And on this one, that's smooth because normally I have some auto smooth hair. If I don't use the auto smooth, that will not smooth the object. Up. So this is just to see what we have. This is not perfect. This is not the goal, the point. We don't care about if it's perfect. And in fact, making hair in 3D is always, is never easy. Voilà. The previous test was so bad. Even this is not perfect, but it's better. Okay. Shift C to place. The size of the head is better. I think this part should be more like that, and the hairs should be more like that. Maybe put them more. This part should be hairs. Normally a little bit. Maybe I can. Let's make this. This is why I didn't. I haven't attached the hair for now, because because I wanted to be able to move them as I want. Up. Let's improve this. This is better. This is not exactly the same, but this is a Hulk head. And Alt M to remove the the mask. The lips are much better, still not perfect. And with the grab tool, as you can see, I can improve them. At this point, you can use the pinch tool, and let's remove the, yes, there is no auto smooth on the pinch tool, I said the pinch, it should be the pinch, P, yes, this one, pinch tool. So let's see if we have auto smooth now, to make this, just like that. As you can see, that will be much better. This is not perfect, obviously. This is just to I will just zoom. Sometimes if you want to come back and to be able to turn and faster, you will press the button to center. This is frame selected. Yes, like that. That will help you a lot. So let's pinch some parts, just for now. Just be careful. like that. Shift C. Oh, it was the opposite. C. Smooth. At this point, we really don't want to add too many details. So the pinch tool. As you can see, let's remove the auto smooth on this one for this part. Yes. We just want to smooth some part. Let's use this one, in fact. Yes, much better. Okay, bam bam bam. Except for the air that are really bad. I think it's not so bad for now. It's not perfect, obviously. Let's check something. Yes, hopla. I forgot earlier to Shift C. Just a little part here like that. A little hole here. And you smooth. It was you. For now, I think it's not so bad. I think my English is so bad. I'm French. I do my best. And as you can see, the grab tool really helps a lot. Bam, bam, bam. Check in different parts. Maybe we can test this. No, not so bad. The head is not so bad. It's not perfect, but it's not so bad. And with the grab, we can fix the other part. Take your time. Yes, not bad. Not bad. Like I said, I need more time. I need to make a pause on this character to be able to see what is not working, what I can improve before continue it and make the details, etc. Because we always need time between sculpt session to be sure of what we want to do, what we will do, to be sure everything works correctly. And as you can see here, this is not perfect. Maybe the let's move this part a little. The hair needs to come more like that. Let's move them a little. Okay. The side needs, I think, a little work, but right now we will stop here. I think it's not so bad. We have a head that seems to be like Hulk, not the side. I don't like this side. Maybe I will try to follow more this one, but for now I like this one. I like the lips. The size of the eyes, maybe I can decrease them. There are a lot of work on this part, and I will make a pause on this one. I will see this. I will make some tests, maybe do this. Make some tests. If you have something correct like that. I think the nose is really small. It must be more from this part. Make some tests, and this one is too small too. Make some tests. I will do some tests, and after we will see what we have and what we can do to have something better. Let's see something. I'm using Eevee. Let's add some ambient occlusion. Let's increase the distance. Just a little like that. Not so bad. Bam, 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 bam. Can I use... let's try another one. Yes, this one is better. We can see what we have. Yes, the face is really flat. I need to work on it to make it better. I think it's a little big again. Bam, bam, bam. Let's see with another. Dun, dun, dun. So I'm using Ctrl Shift and middle mouse button. You have this option in the add-on. in the keymaps here. EBL manipulate, and you can change the shortcuts obviously. So with this you will be able to do this. And when we will draw all the details, that will be really useful. For now, I think it's not that useful, but as you can see it is. But later with the details, that will be much better. So I should add more more EBL. Way too strong. Which one was correct? I think this one was not so bad. It's not really Hulk, but the face is like that, not perfect. Still have work to do. The size is too big. The side is too flat. Maybe the hairs needs to be bigger. There are a lot of work. So, make some tests, show us what you did, and don't hesitate to show us what you did, because I don't see anything. In fact, it seems I'm the only one to make this tutorial. So I would like to see if people are following it, the results you have, because that can help me to continue. Because for now, I don't have a lot of views, I don't have a lot of I don't have any, in fact, anyone that is trying to make it. I don't know if you like this tutorial or not, etc, etc. So, could be better, could help me a lot to see people using this tutorial and the results you have. The face is interesting, this part is not, the side is not, on the face. So, see you later on the next video.